Welcome back to Your Travel with Olivia. Thank you so much for joining me here again today. This is the beginning of a new year, a new decade, 2020. And so today I want to have a very candid conversation with you about the goals that I have for this channel, Your Travel with Olivia, going forward. I came across this motivational speaker, Mel Robbins, and I absolutely loved her right from the beginning. I love the way that she gets her message out there, and she speaks very candidly, very down to earth, and something that we can all grasp onto and really sort of identify with when we're trying to set our goals for ourselves. And you know, it's not an easy task. A lot of us do stumble, and we have a hard time trying to think, what is the most realistic goal that we can set for ourselves? One of the things that Mel tells you is to start learning how to dream bigger. And so I started her program, which is Have the Best Decade Ever and Start to Dream Bigger. Remember when you were little and your dreams were out of this world? You could say and do everything and anything. There were no limitations on what you wanted to accomplish and what you dreamt about. But as you got older, you lost that ability. What you started to do was started to bring reality into it, trying to sort of limit yourself and listen to what other people were telling you in terms of your limitations. But you've got to start to dream big, and you've got to start believing in yourself that you can do it. And that's what this channel was all about. I started this channel back in January of 2017, 3 years ago. And my dreams at that time was just to get a message out there, was to help people to travel smart and safe, and to have all of the tools that were necessary for them to have a very safe trip when they were traveling. And this sort of was born out of my own personal story. Was when I was traveling, I actually got sick while I was away, and I didn't have a clue what the emergency number was or where the nearest hospital was. And so at that time, when I was caught in this particular emergency situation, I was for that brief moment, I was like, what the, where do I go? Who do I call? Where do I begin? I did not know the answer to that. And luckily I was in a hotel, called down to the hotel. They had a doctor in the hotel who came up, saw me, called an ambulance, got me to the hospital. I had surgery. I ended up having a ruptured appendix, which wreaked havoc on my entire system. And yes, I was in Ibiza, and so I did not speak the language. I was there by myself, and it was a very scary situation to be in. But I did have travel insurance. That was about the extent of my planning for any kind of emergency. Other than that, I didn't really have anything else in place. And so when I got back, I started thinking, I definitely need other people to sort of hear my story and heed my message that I have for each and every one of you out there. So that was pretty well my dream at that time. As time went on, I realized that I wanted it to evolve even more. And I have to tell you, I've been on, like I said, on this platform for 3 years. If you don't do something because you're passionate about it, being on the YouTube platform can be very disheartening. And that's because here I am struggling just to get 1,000 subscribers. Just 1,000 subscribers. I've seen so many other YouTubers come up and surpass me in leaps and bounds. And it's really hard to sort of sit back and say, what am I doing wrong? What is wrong with my message? Why is it not being heard? Or how do I reach more people? And here I am sitting at 998 subscribers for the last week. And I've been at 900 subscribers since July, and I just can't seem to meet that threshold. And so that is my goal for this year, is to get to 10,000 subscribers, never mind 1,000. I would like to get to 1,000 before the end of this month. That's only just 2 more subscribers, but These are my goals. Another personal goal that I would like is to be a spokesperson, to be a brand ambassador for a travel agency. I would like to be that voice, that person, that resource person that people go to because they want answers in how they can make traveling smarter and safer. As you know, I have a background as a registered nurse. I worked in a travel immunization clinic, so I do have the background of the vaccinations you need, medications, and also precautions that you need to take when you're traveling to certain destinations. As well as I'm a travel insurance agent, and I have the capacity to sell travel insurance to people and provide them with the correct insurance that is good for them. So one of the things that I've noticed is that one-on-one, I'm getting a lot of people who want to talk to me about traveling, travel insurance, travel immunizations, traveling safe, travel tips, travel advisories. One-on-one, I'm inundated with questions. But when it comes to putting it out there on the YouTube platform, it is quiet. No response. I'm not getting the feedback that I know for a fact that each and every one of you who are watching this do have questions. I know for a fact that this is definitely an area and a subject that people want to know more about and are looking for that information. So choose me, pick me as your resource person. If you know of a travel agency, a travel tourism board who is looking for that resource person, that spokesperson, look to me, because that is my goal. That is my goal for this year, is to be a travel brand ambassador for a travel agency and 10,000 subscribers. That's for 2020. If this is your first time visiting this channel, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel and come back here again week after week so that you can also be up to date with the news and tips on travel, anything to do with travel. If you do have any questions, and I know that you do because, like I said, I'm inundated on a regular basis, please go ahead and put those in the comment section down below, and I would be more than happy to help you out with that, as well as you're also helping to spread your message, your questions, and any of your own experiences to other travelers out there. This is the place to be and to go to for news on travel. Look forward to seeing you again next week. If this is your week to travel, I want to wish you a safe trip there as well as a safe return home. Adios. Ciao, mi amigos.